Coming to you live on www.cosifm.co.za. Coming to you live again on www.
We are good.
Squeeze the air out.
Any comment?
No comment.
Live on air. So what can I say? Mokoni.
Yeah, but you see,
okay, I'm talking
because there's a lot of allegations, and then with those allegations, we want to set the record straight and actually make sure never ever get to the truth of the matter.
And I'm gonna read his long WhatsApp that he sent. I give you one more group.
Yes.
There was this long WhatsApp piece. I'm gonna read that so that maybe but also we are coming to live on www.cosifm.co.za. Coming to live again on two platforms, which is YouTube Arena and then your Facebook. My YouTube the Cosits on the live show and Facebook on the Cosits one. And then we're coming to you again on www.holdings.co.za. And then please the number your studio 064 548 776 064 548 776. Then today the incumbent can I PR?
Yes.
How like a full councillor yet?
You know, Brakosi, those are some of the things that we need to speak about.
Delete too.
Yeah, delete too. Oh. Remember radio papa. I don't go DJ kwa. DJ go where's the style?
You see, when you become a counselor, there's one of those courses that you attend. You attend Cocta, you attend Salga. And these are some of the things that they explain to you.
Okay.
So
already, man, Tabiso, go ahead.
No,
Mandla, like it's a good evening. Yeah, come go as far. Order. Are they sabotaging us again today? About the net, it's all good.
Yeah,
I think it's will be fine now. Yeah,
yes.
Say about that.
Remember that in council. For example, you've got 107 wards. We're actually speaking about now. With Uprati, you've got 107 wards, and that translates directly to 107 ward councillors. And then based on the performance of the other parties, the opposition and so forth, the ANC wins by 52% and you get 40% and the other smaller parties share whatever else that's left.
Yes.
It means there are 40% of people that have voted for you that you need to represent your portion of voters. So the calculations are done, and based on the votes that each party has received, that's when we get allocated PR seats. So now we all know PR seats.
Okay.
If you look at the current mayor Nasipi Moya, if you look at Bo Eugene, the deputy mayor, if you look at all the previous MMCs, with the exception of the likes of Abo Fosi, because they are overperformers.
Yeah.
You know, he was a ward councillor and an MMC. And normally that's not how it works.
Yeah.
But why I'm going with this is that these people that I'm mentioning to you, they are PR councillors. Now, can you say to me really the mayor is a half councillor?
No, it's not.
She's not.
Yeah.
It's just that they represent a certain portion. And now with the 107 ward seats, there's 107 PR seats.
Yeah.
That's the 214 highest decision-making body of Tshwane,
Okay.
which is called council. The difference is now in our responsibilities and the roles that we play.
Yeah.
Where a ward councillor should be in an ideal place, focusing on ward-specific issues.
Yes.
The potholes, the lights, helping you to get on indigent, the likes of that. That's their direct responsibility.
Yes.
The PR councillor is sort of shadowing that. But while doing that, taking care of his constituents, because you have got a DA voter who will say, Mandla, nah, I don't care if so-and-so is a councillor, nah, I voted for you.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I expect you to
service those people.
Yeah, I need you to service me. And you know, sometimes that's why I can't have a thing in my ward.
In my ward,
you know,
I've heard that.
But we are allocated by
There's
parties.
people in my ward nowadays.
They are all over the place running. We are allocated by parties. Section 80 gives us that right. And you know, Brahosi, to show you how equal we are, our salary is exactly the same to the cent.
That's hard.
To the cent.
Yeah.
The difference is now, Uguti, medical aid yami because mina I've got nabantwana mina brahos.
Yes.
Ngangibona ngintwana kanje ngihlok manenyana. Ngihlok manenyana brahos.
Yeah.
Nami ngapha kubo 40
40 something.
Alright. So that's it.
Yeah.
In short, brahos,
Okay.
you know, I'm a PR counselor. So the party at the moment, the DA has allocated me. Remember, I was responsible as a ward councillor.
Yes.
I was the ward councillor of Ward 3.
Okay.
And Ward 3.
What 3 are Hamas and listener right now, right?
Ward 3 at the time when I was the councillor.
Yeah.
It's Elandsport, Westridge, Westview. It's Danville.
Yeah.
Proclamation Hill.
Yes.
Kwaggasrand.
Yeah.
West Park.
Yeah.
Pretoria West CBD. Going all the way to Exaro, Kalafong Heights.
Yeah, no, what happened? Demarcation.
And then the demarcation. And you see,
changed.
yabona njengoba sizokhuluma ngale topic namhlanje.
Yeah.
Ngizokubonisa enye game abayidlalayo ngedemarcation.
Okay.
Right? How that is gonna talk here all we want.
Yeah.
We want this, we want that, but there's processes and
Correct.
there's
Yeah.
offices. So that equipped me. And when the opportunity came to apply last year, when one of our councillors, Bo Kingsley, went to Parliament,
Yes.
councillor who was PR here.
Yeah.
Was currently working, but he's got other responsibilities. We said, okay, no, Mandla, when you know the area as well.
And his own portfolio again.
Yeah.
Just now. This show is brought to you by Sohwana Medical Services and Clinic. They are a private clinic situated in number 70 Tuefengesgras in Westview, Danville. They specialize on the following: primary health care, ailment diagnosis and treatment, including medication, wound care, family planning, well baby clinic, basic ultrasound, laboratory blood services, treatment of chronic illnesses, treatment and management of patients on ARVs, wellness screening, antenatal clinic, HIV services and counseling. They have a pharmacy on site and they are doing CCMDD services as well, OHS clinic, circumcision clinic and abortion services. Their cell phone number is 064 548 7176 or 071 422 8576. Again, the address is 70 Tuefengesgras in Westview, Pretoria West in Danville. Cell phone number again is 064 548 7176 or 071 422 8576. This was a sponsor for today, Sohwana Medical Services and Clinic. They are a private clinic. How about any medical aid? They only take cash for consultation. So if you want to please do so. And then PLC without paying for them separately. So please everything there is very professional. I've been there several times myself. I know. All right. Tarabone kima batani ngikana wena nhlapo hlikitse bo re mo feka speed link kim bishop mabena. Yeah, all right. What are you doing and why we're here today? What are you doing and why we're here today?
Okay, Obuanki Tabiso. Tabiso Makwela. I am a ward coordinator, because initially when I was started in politics, I had my own political party that was called the African Born Free. Myself. I did everything that IEC required. I paid all the monies that needed to be paid. I even went and copyrighted every logo, registered it in 2018. We then started participating in the whole issue of housing. Where we came up with a concept called the R5 concept. At that time, it was just 5 concept. At that time, it was just in consent citizens coming together, taking their houses back.
Okay.
Because of taking their houses back.
Okay.
Because of the work that we were doing with. This was in 2019.
But why join PA? What was so significant about that?
That we came across kings and queens, because we were also where I sent a delegate there as the president of the party to even actually, contest in parliament. Yeah. So we were very much part of that, and we were advocating for it at one point. And unfortunately, the devil came in between the people that I have sent there.
The devil came between.
Somehow they went there being members of ABFF, and when they came back, they were
members of the PA, members of another party.
No, they were independent candidates now. ABFF, but when they came back,
of being independent.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So they started advocating for themselves. They didn't go and execute barking mandate of the party and all of, and that's what gave problem. But while we were there, this is when we actually met with the Patriotic Alliance.
Okay.
Because our first introduction was meeting the Patriotic Alliance there, because there were other political parties there. There were close to 300 political parties that were in support of this. So once we came back this side, this is where we met with the Honorable Kenny Kunene, where he explained to us in detail what is the Patriotic Alliance, what is it all about. And when we looked at our manifesto and we looked at the Patriotic Alliance manifesto,
yes,
it was one and the same thing.
Okay.
So we then decided to say, no, as a political party, these ones have been running ever since 2013, and we just registered now. How about we move this side?
All right.
Then we moved to the Patriotic Alliance, and I've been with the Patriotic Alliance ever since.
All right.
Yeah.
www.khosifm.co.za, www.holdings.co.za. That's where you can catch us, please. How about Rebella Mo TV yako the Khosi Tsilesogwane live show on YouTube, and then Otlarekala go Tenko or Khosi Tsilesogwane go Facebook, and then you can find us there as well. Kinanta ten Hlapo Pierre Councillor ya Ward 6. Ward 3, sorry. Still Ward 3 now. All right. Ward 3 Pierre Councillor and Kinale Tate Tabiso Mokoela PA
coordinator
for PA. All right. Which I once got threatened for. By the way, when people are putting themselves there, I got a threat myself.
No, you're not the only one.
It looks like
I'm already shaking.
Yes. I got threats there, and I was labeled an AfriForum sympathizer. I was looking at AfriForum. I didn't want people to have that land. I was thinking. Apparently Boko Haram was about to come and get me.
Did they call you or did they come?
No, they didn't come actually. The thing is,
yeah.
But I remember, and he said, that was there for Tipitra West.
Yes.
I was covering that, and it's like, I don't know, maybe what's up? Everything is fine. We had a meeting. About you. I'm like, what meeting? No, le Boko Haram ko Mamelodi. And what was said was, no, there's this guy because I made a voice note.
Correct.
After Kazmula came interview, remember when he ran after an hour?
Yes.
He went to his old, he had like 15 or how many groups. I was part of those groups, and he told them how people inspection.
Yes.
People must go there with their kids and their grannies and whatnot,
so that they are not evicted.
Understand? And then I said, and then I made a voice note, but then go form a human shield around that place. People cannot just come and take what is yours. That thing was trending. It was everywhere.
Just like that.
He actually sent it to me. Like in the threatening mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I at least, you said what they say you said, right? You did say it.
Yeah.
You can confirm there's a voice note. Now I had people, after responding to, when all of that conversation was going on,
yes.
So I responded on the group by saying, fellow residents, I'm sure you will remember, let us not continue speaking of this matter on these portals because some of these people are within this portal. Let's let the law take its course.
And you are wrong.
So the trigger there was the law.
That line, I'm telling you, by I think that was on a Wednesday, if not the same day.
Yeah.
I've got a broken hand. I was coming from the Councillor Wellness soccer game, and my hand is broken. I'm from radiology.
Yes.
And my son says to me, your friends are outside. I'm in the bedroom. I just took a shower.
Yeah.
And I had just taken leave from the office so that I could heal and attend my treatment. He says, your friends are outside. I say, my friends.
Which friends are you talking about?
So I'm thinking, and I mean, I'm very disciplined because I don't host brides in my house. I don't host friends. I actually appreciate it when people don't, because of my past experience.
Yeah.
So I look on the dining room window and I can't see properly. I try open the dining room door.
It was at night or was it?
Night.
Yeah.
the door doesn't open. You see, if they say you must listen to the signs,
the
door doesn't open. I go back to my room. I take the remote for the garage.
Yeah.
Now, when you open my garage, you have accessed my house.
Of course, yes.
Because from the garage you're already in. It's and there's no gate there. So once the garage is open, you're
inside the house. Yes.
I opened that garage, from when I could see from the ankle, and you see it sliding up, you see the knees, you see the waist.
Or just stop the remote and take it back.
And the people were bold enough to come straight to me and say, listen here.
Yeah.
That thing that's happening there.
Yeah.
That's us. And then now we see that you are busy sending messages there on WhatsApp. And we have it in good standing and on record.
Yeah.
That you've got emails that are flying around in corridors to prevent that.
Yeah.
Your messages, I said, wait. You see, once you say that, where's the email?
Yeah.
Whoever told you that should be able to print the email. If it is a WhatsApp, show me the screenshot.
Yeah.
If it is a voice note, send it to me.
Send it to me, yes.
As a shuba.
Yeah.
I am for no kuluma the rest. But luckily, by the grace of
here
God,
you are, you're still alive.
They blocked me. My wife, she was gone to Attridgeville. Maybe that's what disturbed them.
Yeah.
She was gone to Attridgeville. There was a bereavement in So Hababowa, she comes Balomo Dropa. It's a group with church people.
Yeah, so they could not really do
when
much.
When the lights came and they parked there, my wife, I think she sensed
there's something wrong. Yeah.
When my garage door is open, I'm standing. They've put me in the corner there,
yeah.
You know. When I speak, the man is on call. Go. Whoa, gents, my evidence is
hey guy, yeah.
So my wife comes out the car. She sees what's happening.
Yeah.
You know how women have got. She gives them that look. Yeah, Sanbonan.
Yeah.
And then she looks at me and says, "All right. Oh yeah. I'm sharp. Actually, Ncela, please check inside there on the stove. I was preparing something for the kids. So."
And then
there's nothing on the stove.
Yeah.
She could figure
what
exactly.
was happening.
But I think that disturbed her because she could recognize some of the individuals. Because it's not people that I don't know all of them. That's the sad part.
You do know some of them.
Oh, you know that face. I know I've seen this guy at such and such a place.
My goodness.
I've seen this one sitting with so and so. I know almost this person.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
It's tough.
The number is 0645487776. Send your WhatsApps. Studio today. We're gonna be talking about the land Elbitan JR55.
Yes.
On top there, that land was disputed so much. Like I said, now we've just been sharing stories of how some of us were really being put on the line. I keep on telling you our story, just in brief.
Now I'm just an outsider who is relying on information. I get. You understand?
Yeah.
Because Rona, remember, I'm coming from the side of the politics, not the side of strata.
Yeah.
So obviously during that time it was DA that was in power.
Okay.
When this whole thing was happening.
Yeah.
So we took it from that angle. We didn't know Horunel Tabaza strata.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then learn about Fitel and then.
Who? No.
They never did.
Nah, I don't.
All right.
Yes,
no, it's fine. 0645487776. Okay, Bakech, let's just go to the nitty-gritty of this whole thing.
Yes.
Did your party sell the land?
No.
Why not? Why would they know? Tabisa Real?
I want to hear that so that I can rebut it. You know why? I'll go everywhere. I'll be everywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
You know why? Refer your story.
You know why I'm saying that?
Yes. You say what exactly?
Yes.
Now
I'm saying DA
sold the land to cosmopolitan developers. Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Why
I'm saying that?
Yeah.
All right. My journey begins with me coming this side, Kihlako Alex.
Okay.
Right. And I'm buying a property, this side.
Yeah.
I'm told I'm buying a property called Danville. Right. And I'm asking the status of the area to say, what status is this?
Yeah.
They say to me it's a suburb.
Okay.
Okay, sharp.
Yeah.
Let me buy.
Yeah.
Now, meter something.
And then
after more, I'm waiting for a year for a house to be built. The house was built. I go there, look at the address, Lotus Gardens.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And raise the alarm from there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but those people said to me, this house
in Danville.
Yes. But now, Baraki extension, whatever.
Demarcation, you
understand?
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, okay, but why did Cosmo Pahore, this is Danville?
Okay. Yes.
And now we asked about the land on the side to say what is happening there. So they told, okay, fine, the whole land issue goes quiet. Lena, I give up on the fight of trying to pursue this matter of saying, but you lied to me when I bought here.
Yeah.
Because now that means I'll have to deal with the value of the house now. It's not going to be what you said it is. I understand, because we are in the township, we are not in the suburbs, like you said.
Okay.
Okay.
Isn't Lotus supposed to be a suburb as well?
Lotus.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
it's supposed to be.
Okay.
But the classification of it.
Township, like Atteridgeville.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Now, remember when we were approached as the Patriotic Alliance, and we were approached by the community of Danville to say, hey man, we have a problem there.
Got those people there, yes.
Yes, this is what we want to do, and this is what, we want the Patriotic Alliance to help us with. Now, we did our own investigations. We went as far as who was in power during that time and what happened with the land and what is currently happening with the land. And we discovered, at that time, DA was the one that was actually controlling Tshwane. It was Bona under them, and they are the ones that did the whole ramifications, and that's how they now started changing the wards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Then we decided to go and check the status of Danville to understand which part of that land, because there was a question that we asked in that meeting to say, did you consult the councillor of the ward?
Yes.
The community said yes. What did the councillor said? The councillor said to them, no, that land is actually Ward 7, it's not Ward 60.
Yeah, then I knew that.
Yes. So we went out to council to go find out that land
Ward
is Ward 7, is not Ward 60. We discovered, no. You see the portion behind Capital View, from there all the way up, that's Ward 7. Then from this side of Danville,
covering the very same place where people were. Yeah, Ward 60.
It's actually Ward 60. Then we said, no, the councillor then did not tell the people the truth. That piece of land there, it's actually Ward 60, it's not Ward 7.
Yeah.
We checked the status. The status of the suburb was now an informal settlement. It was classified under a township. We had a problem with that to say, why is it classified under a township?
Yes.
Now that's where the gripe now stands. We were part of the people that were attending the court when there were people that bought the land there, and then they were taken to court. As a result, Metro Police was deployed to go sit there for some while so that it prevents people from occupying the land. Right. We attended that, and we knew there was some type of an agreement that was reached, and people didn't actually win that, and people lost their monies and stuff like that. So fast forward to now, we got shocked when we saw that post to say council sat down and decided they are going to transfer the land to a private developer.
Okay.
Yes.
So council meaning DA and the rest, and your party as well involved, right?
Yes. Okay. And they agreed on this thing. So our gripe now is that, one, when the status of the area was changed, who was consulted? That's point number one. Because remember, we are dealing with properties here. We are dealing with value of the house to say, when you are buying a house in a suburb compared to when you are buying a house in a township, the price is not the same.
It's not the same, yeah.
It won't be the same. Even how the value increases in value, it's not the same.
Yes.
In terms of rates and taxes, how you pay and how you are charged is also not the same.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that's where we have a problem to say, who decided a suburb to what happened doing? You are just ticking the boxes.
Yeah.
That's why now there was a big hoo-ha in the group to say, but things are happening in isolation of the public, and we want answers now. So can the people that actually have answers come and explain to the public as to what is happening? Because our property value is going down, and now we find out what we are no more in the township. We are no more in the suburb. We are actually in the township. Yes.
Okay, so people now your gripe is the DA from since then.
Yes.
When you are now being classified under a township, no longer a suburb.
Correct.
But then let's talk about this one. Where did you get the allegation that DA sold specifically?
No. There wasn't any allegation from anyone.
Yeah.
Rona, we are basing the fact that the people who were in control.
Rona,
yes.
Yes.
The people who were in control during that time for municipality when the shenanigans were happening.
Yes.
It was the DA.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so you think, did they transfer the land that time or now? I can't remember
the photo that we saw, it says it was agreed now.
Correct. Right? The Cosmo 10.
Yes.
Okay.
But what we are questioning is the process in which it was done.
Oh, I see.
Yes, that's what we are querying. To say, from the time they decided to now, what actually happened? Because it looks like Ukare, there isn't any public participation.
Yeah.
That's why now we want them to explain to the Ntwena Khore from the time when they were in power, what actually transpired, what role did they play in terms of notifying
the people and whatnot. Okay.
Yes. So there wasn't any allegation from anyone.
Yeah. 0645487776. I already have WhatsApps coming through. Let me take from Saitya Dashboard through a tunnel. Then they keep saying they do town planning before they build. How was Capital View approved? How are the flats approved going direction of Atteridgeville first?
Yes.
Then the ones next to Sasol. Like, what is going to happen with traffic when those people by the flats move in? We have low water pressure. We have electricity problems. I'm sure you're writing this down, right? Potholes, street lights.
No, he's right.
Yeah. All these are never fixed. Now, service delivery like grass cutting, now sewage spillage, yet he calls the word his and my people. Right?
No, he's right. He's right. That is what I'm talking about, public participation. Because before the city can give a private developer the right to can build.
Yes.
Those are the T's and C's that it puts down to say you are going to increase the number of people within a particular ward.
Yeah.
So it becomes the responsibility of the property developer to can extend the roads, to can make sure that there is proper traffic coming in and out of the area. You understand? So he's right to ask that question to say, was that process done? Okay. And were there any members of the community that was invited when that was done?
Yeah.
And that's where we are as the PA. We want to know.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Like if it's on that thing, Calvin, because it's a bit longer. Who did they consult when transferring the land to province? We cannot accept this as residents. Danville 5 has no parks, no play area, no clinic, not enough schools. Why do they want to occupy all the land? So RDPs and mixed use, while other residents pay for their rent and taxes, while you then expect them accepting next door neighbors as those RDPs not paying for services. And I've got one from Moreri, and it's a reminder that no matter our political affiliations, we should treat each other with respect. The idea is that Danville, again, our community deserve improvement, especially in areas such as social development and increasing income opportunities within the township. In short, the message calls for unity and a focus on building better future for everyone in Danville. 0645487776. That's your number for WhatsApp. If you struggle to call, so you can still watch it later on and comment on the Monna walla ware lona le rekise lefatshe. Did you do that? Did you sell our land, Moren? Lo amor lo ntse ke bo khasa mona no busy le rekise lefatshe. Ai bereke tate. Hey,
Dr. Jose, on so many occasions you've invited me to come and just have a discussion with you.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that prompted me to move everything
to come
out
here
of my way and come here today is that voice note, because I thought I heard it wrong. And after the voice note, I then started getting residents also sending me voice notes saying, Tapo, I don't know, another person, I don't know if it would, I would be infringing their privacy, but we can play it. Another person says to me, just play it.
Yeah. So are you saying now I asked a question and then I opened a can of worms?
Of course you did.
You know,
and when you made an allegation now, suddenly on behalf of us. No one came here and participate.
I said Barry DA.
Barry DA.
Yes.
Bomang.
But let me proceed. I don't want to. I'm sorry. I've sent it. What I'm saying, Parachos, is that what concerned me more than anything, what made me panic, is that I really believe in my reputation. Even before the current councillor was cancelled,
Yes.
and not once.
Yeah.
whether it's a big thing or small thing, has an allegation. Not once has an allegation.
Push it up again. It's like. No, I'm calling a sharp.
Like this.
You just have to move it.
Right there.
Yeah.
There we go. So it really took me aback to have. This is a corruption allegation. To put it just in simple terms. So that it prompted me to respond. So I'm here to respond. Let me respond.
Respond, please. Yes.
Now, what was being discussed here? What was triggering all of this is after the council meeting that took place on the 30th of October.
Yes.
When is this show ending?
It felt like 9:30 in fact.
Angifuni ukuthi simise into important. Asingarashi grootman. Asize nabantu bethu sharp and then we explain as best as we can. So last week, but what happened here, Prakhosi, was that we see a report. Now, what happens in council normally is that we know that the last Thursday of every single month, it's default date for council. The last Thursday of every month, unless during the month there's a special council or a continuation of a council that we didn't finish. But the last Thursday is reserved. It is to give every caucus an opportunity to go through the reports so that they can discuss it, and if there's matters that need to be ironed out, we iron out before we go into council, and we know our stance or position on each item on the agenda. This particular item was item number 13. Yes. It was item number 13 on the agenda of this council. Now, one of the first things that raised a red flag of sorts is that, for example, let me put it like this, Prakhosi. These reports, for example, this particular report says Group Property Department. So this is a report from Group Property. In council, as I stated earlier on, to say that we are 214 as the decision-making body. And within that decision-making body, we have been split according to our portfolios. Human settlements, roads and transport, utilities, group properties, like this one. I'm in human settlements. In human settlements, I think we are about 15. Number of seats you have. There's about 5 of us from the DA, and I'm the whip of the DA caucus in human settlements. And then there's about 5 also from ANC. I think EFF has got 2, and then there's like 1 or 2 from the other parties. So in total, we make that 15. So these 15 people, these 15 individuals, I'm using housing because that's where I am. The 15 of us in housing, we call for reports, number one. If there's something that in one of our caucus members, so one of my other councillors, maybe who's serving in finance or whatever, there's certain reports that they would like to call. They would say, Mandla, there's a report that I need from housing, or there's a matter that I need you to go there and fight, for my area, whatever. But it starts there before we get into the chamber. So we are the 15 housing that are responsible. When you look at Madanga, you see, Uguti, it's not the whole parliament that is questioning the individuals that are being questioned. It's the specific portfolio. You remember there was that one with Liam and Danny Jordan, because that's the sports and recreation portfolio, right? So they are the ones that would deal with the matter before it goes to parliament. Same with us. Section 79, I'm part of human settlements. We deal with human settlements issues. Now, I want to start by declaring this, that since my coming into human settlements, imagine the reason I'm mentioning the whip is not to gloat, but I'm responsible to really look into these things in detail. I'm responsible that even my colleagues, what they contribute together with the spokesperson, it's the stance of the party. We align it with the party policy. We have researchers and so forth. This report, it didn't sit before us.
It's said before who?
You say it's presented by Group Properties. I'm saying it didn't sit before us. When you look at this report, now it's sitting next to me.
I can see it.
Item number 13, it says that Group Property Department proposed transfer of the remaining extent executive committee that's set on the 1st of September and the mayoral committee that's set on the 15th of October. They are the ones that said that this should be tabled in. Who was in government? And I hope now we can move away from speaking about who's incumbent here, because I hate us it seems like we're playing the man, not the ball.
Yes.
Correct. In a competence yakhe.
Yeah. What's the meaning? What's my? Okay.
So this is tabled. This is tabled before a 19th of October. Ivela last week in 8:30.
Earring.
On the report, remember, like I'm saying that before every council meeting, we get things loaded on the intranet,
Yeah.
and then we check according to your portfolio. I check, is there anything for housing? Among Pega, there's nothing. It does none. But
yes,
as VAR, I know this item.
Yeah.
And this is how then in the caucus, because then there's a caucus. There's an exco, an executive caucus, which is now the spokespersons and whatever that speak on that. And then after they've decided, they come to the rest of the 69 DA councillors and say, colleagues, let's go through the agenda. This is before even council. We normally sit on the Monday before council.
Yeah.
So we sit down in a private place and we go through the agenda as if we are having council.
Yeah.
So we go through it, prayer and meditation. We go through the whole thing and the items. Then when it came to this item, then they start speaking about it. Guys, there's an item that is being put into this agenda that we are going to discuss on Thursday. And they're saying that they are proposing that they want to sell this land.
But who's proposing that? I mean, how they are proposing? Who's
the
proposing
mayoral
that?
committee. The mayoral committee that sat on the 15th of October. When they had realized that this, because they had to, when the housing board is being disbanded, they now need to allocate the properties to their rightful owners.
Yeah.
What is in Tshwane goes to Tshwane municipality.
Yeah.
What is in Johannesburg goes to Johannesburg municipality to take care of your own land. We understand this. It makes sense, doesn't it? But now there was a mistake that is done. Let's call it that now for the sake of this conversation.
Yeah.
There's a mistake that is conveniently done that moves this property to the department, to the municipality of Johannesburg. When you look at this report on page 1010, right, on page 1010, it's got the actual transfer history of this property. It says that in 1984, it is got by the National Housing Board, and then there's the title deed number there.
Correct.
And then it says on the 25th of November in 2016, it is then transferred to who? To the City of Johannesburg Metropolitan Municipality. Now look at the funny part. Imagine buying a mistake in 25 November. And when do they pick up the mistake conveniently? They pick up that mistake that guys, we have accidentally transferred the land to Johannesburg, on the same day. So on the same day, the title deed history then says back. No, we're talking what's there. Don't say Mandla.
So more like a mayoral committee, go back at the whole coalition government, right?
Remember, when we speak of a mayoral committee, it's the 5 MMCs. That's why they are called an MMC, member of mayoral committee. So because there's 10 portfolios, there's 10 members of the executive committee. For example, the deputy mayor is responsible for the finance. Alderman Bushielo is responsible for utilities, which was Forces capability, and then you've got housing, which is now responsible by Alderman Maluleka, and so on and so forth. So they've blended themselves, however they did. To try and make a mayoral committee that covers everyone, and the ones that couldn't become MMCs, they gave them a chairperson. Babaniki chairperson, at least double salary. Portfolio nana. I'll keep it. So that's the mayoral committee is those 10. It's the 10 people that report directly to the mayor, and then they carry the mandate. All these reports, whatever we decide, they are that executive body. They are the real political executive. Remember, the city is divided into two wings.
Correct.
You've got the administrative and you've got the political. The administrative, is run by the city manager, the COO, and so forth, and that structure. And this side, it goes the same organogram where it's the mayor, the deputy mayor, the mayoral committee. Now, this thing, remember, Tshwane never even had a deputy mayor. We did this to accommodate Action SA. We gave Nasi Moya deputy mayor. We did it to appease them. Now it's a thing. And we were fair when they said, no, you guys can't do it. We said, no, don't worry. We won't pay them extra because she's already an MMC. We'll regard the MMC as part of it's the package. So we package it nice, but we just add more responsibility and demand to give it weight. But coming back to this, on that same day when they transferred this land from the National Housing Board into the province, right? Sorry, to the province, and then to Johannesburg on the same day.
Same 25 November. When was that? Last year?
No, this is in 2016.
2016.
Imagine.
2016, yeah.
So uyabona ngifuna ukuthi yabona DA ngi-exonerator nicely. 2016 in November, right? They then take this and they transfer it and they give it to the Gauteng provincial government.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. Then now you see the shenanigans that have been spoken about. What we've seen happening in 2021.
Correct.
What we saw happening towards the end of 2023 going into 24. Because remember in 2021 it started with those churches, that the residents from Meni demolished themselves.
Yes.
Because they didn't want those things. And then when this thing started expanding, now you're hearing rumors, people coming from Atteridgeville to buy stands.
To buy stands, yeah.
There's no public participation. There's nothing.
Yeah. Until
then, you start saying to your leadership, because now you are in government. They've just lost government. By transfer fast to plan lab.
Yeah.
Keep that in your mind.
Yeah.
But agents, to finish that, since these guys battery government.
Yeah.
Province.
Okay.
Now they carry on, they try. We all know the different ways and how they tried up until they go to the Wendy's eventually.
Yeah.
And then we say, man, we are in charge. Fosi, you've got the biggest budget in the city. You are directly affected. I don't know how you can work it.
Yeah.
Is there nothing really that you can do there?
Yeah.
I speak to him. I speak to, at the time, MMC, Offensive Matsibandel. I speak to them both. Gents, to come on, please. We need help. The thing is a problem there.
Yeah.
And at the moment, when I'm at the office of the chief whip, I don't have the powers.
Yeah.
That's why I was surprised when they came to my house.
Why are you coming?
Yeah,
or is it just because I typed, let the law take
its course? Yeah.
And then they took the necessary steps. First, no, don't worry. This thing valid. Don't worry. As Danville 5 club, we have already started the process. And I would like to comment, like now, Brahosi, on in all of the different sub areas of our wards, Brati, Prokisi, and whatever, even in the bigger picture of the whole previous Ward 3.
Correct.
For me, I still look at it the same way because I'm still on both sides working fully.
Yeah.
There is no part of our ward that is more organized, more disciplined, more purpose and intentional than the group of Danville 5. I have to give it to them. And I get it, I'm speaking specifically Batabi.
Yeah.
Those people, even, the initiatives they do, their security cameras, how they watch their area, their meetings. If you go and attend those meetings, brachos, you will see.
It's proper. It's proper.
Not those ones that are in a clinic, clinic, or Lape fire station. Well, it's a proper meeting. There's agendas, there's points. There's
I had an opportunity to attend.
To go and see that.
They're amazing. They're exceptional. So he said to me, no, don't worry. We are busy with this matter right now. Me and the people there in Danville 5. Don't worry. We've got this. And indeed, it says here on the report that they've brought that on the 15th of May, indeed, the land is then transferred to the city of Tshwane. Why are you forcing to transfer the city to the land to the city of Tshwane? Yes. It's because all along we have been unable to remove those people because they came here to your show,
I remember, yes.
This land belongs to the province. And the people, went on, it's provincial land and with black people suffering land.
Yeah.
And he gave that campaign, that presentation of his, the province. It's not honest. They can't do nothing legally. When we are there, they can't even take us out. That's why they call people to go there. You can't take them out. Tshwane can't remove you. So we had no right over that land. We could not. When you call TMPD, they will go past, hey, we ralang, I don't know. And then they report to, leadership there. Saying then they leave. So at this point, when this is now purchased, you now have the full right over that property. And we were able, till date, to station its TMPD.
Correct.
And you are able now to even sanction the city, the relevant departments, group property, which in this report, let me show you quickly. Those who have that report, please go onto the Tshwane website if you don't have it. When you get into the Tshwane website, get into municipal councillor. When you get into municipal council, you find the agenda for every single meeting that we have. The full agenda. This one. So the same time we get it is the same time. On site, Brahosi. And when they were going on site, they took live pictures now. Something they could not even do. They went and they ripped structures so many. There's a road on this place. They did a detailed report. Now let's come back to why Mandla threw his toys out his court in council.
Yeah.
And why I agreed when my leadership said to me, are you willing to speak on it? I said, definitely, because it's close to heart, it's close to home.
Yeah.
Now, it's sold. I'm telling you now, chances of us having watchman services from the city there, it's gone. We have no right.
Yeah.
There's no security unless whoever the developer, which we don't know.
So it's not close to Bilton.
Dokotela, bega riding abanithumele yona emagroupini namhlanje.
Yeah.
That's another thing that is actually worrying.
Did you see the date on that?
Let me just
from
go to WhatsApp
2023
now.
Because that thing says 2023.
And remember, report, because like I'm saying, it's thousands of pages, 1,230.
Correct.
So like I'm saying, at your convenience, go through it.
Yeah.
But when you get to certain parts, man, like how this transfer is
it's
going,
happening.
It's moving from a mayoral committee. Yabona ukuthi basishaya nge-true plus demands.
Correct.
Basishaya nge-true plus blind. You know, Pela, this is like a good network. They've got people at Jozile, a province that they've been doing this with. Hey, this is my assumption, please. Let me say that. It's what I think, it's my own personal opinion. That if this land was with province all along and they were not intervening in the land grab, what gives you the impression of thinking that now, the moment it's back in their hands, they will have extra prevention, which they have not presented to us?
Okay.
Now, yes.
I have a WhatsApp here, Haimo, Council Party, because we're signing as party. So I'm going to be afraid to say Horikie, and it's a long one.
No, read it.
Maybe like a try Horikie on the screen so that other people can be able to see it as well. Let me see if I can go to this camera here. I don't know if people can be able to see that. This WhatsApp, this was sent to the group. That's what it's saying. I'm not in any 60 group. Except by troubleblazer. But I'm a troublemaker. I talk too much. But I'm doing something. Say, look, they don't like me doing. So I can have that. That's you, because at the end of the day, if it native, you'll be labeled.
Correct.
One understand. And if you call people to account, and no comment, a whole leader on live on air, so it's something else. But anyhow, I hope people actually know about it. It's okay. Let me just go to this camera here. The matter of is of significant importance, and it's not only to the growth and development of our province or our city, but also to the betterment of our community, in particular.
Of the what? Of the what?
Betterment.
So we must make it for our own understanding.
Yeah. No, actually, now politicians, you like to talk all this big English because you think maybe people, and I can hate that this whole thing.
The betterment of our people.
The betterment of our community, in particular residents of 60, where I've been chosen to lead the voice of the voiceless. The land was supposed to be developed in 2016. And the plan was to proceed with the service stand and high-rise building to a total number of 2,000, which should have benefited the residents of Tshwane. But the DA ensured that the plan doesn't proceed because of its intention to sell off the land to a private developer. As highlighted in the report.
Wait. So he's echoing the same sentiments that we are echoing as the PA.
Yes.
Okay.
No, he's saying that we sold it.
You did.
Because I'm saying that also to say you guys sold it.
Yeah.
But Prati, I just found the report.
No. Everybody actually say, "Oh, you in black and white." So.
Yeah, I reflect in this one. So this is what Councillor Mpati wrote about Tom Dim.
Yes.
He's got his signature down there, so it's him. It's not like Agaskari allegedly. It's not alleged this one. That's him who wrote this thing. And I remember to every group, and everybody shared it, and then we saw it as well.
Correct.
Right? And then where the DA, as highlighted in the report, illegal activities were discovered in early January 2024, where portions of the property was unlawfully sold off. And temporary structures has been erected. So you guys sold off the land. DA. Such activities undermine the rule of law, threaten the integrity and urban planning, and could potentially perpetuate illegal occupation if left unaddressed. In response, our legal team acted swiftly. appointing a legal representative to secure an eviction order. The legal intervention was a necessary step to restore order and safeguard the property's intended purpose. Thanks to those considered efforts, the illegal occupants were successfully removed, reaffirming our commitment to enforcing lawful land use. When I asked him about this land, that then party, he said, and because that is what 7 in a meeting, public meeting. I was there.
Is this recently or back then?
That was the meeting. The last meeting I attended.
The last meeting there where we
more that school again. First I did ask him about this one, and he said the map is because he was 7 in this thing, and he has been saying that for a long time until now. Okay, fine. Anyway, the recommendation to transfer the property to the Gauteng Provincial Government is both strategic and prudent. I keep that line. The recommendation, I don't know from who, I recommend who to transfer the land back to the Gauteng Provincial.
Right. So when you get to page 119 of the report, yes, okay. So before there is the conclusion which says that the above mentioned property is not required for the provision of basic municipal purposes. It is therefore proposed that this property be transferred to the Gauteng Department of Human Settlements for the development of its approved housing schemes. The people that have recommended, the mayoral committee on the 15th of October resolved to recommend to council as set below.
This is this year, right?
But last week.
So where is public participation?
Okay, fine. I feel it in this one. But the recommendation to transfer the property to the Gauteng Provincial Government is both strategic and prudent. The property is currently at high risk of being illegally occupied again, which not only jeopardizes future development plans but also poses a challenge in maintaining orderly land use with the region. The provincial government has demonstrated a clear vision, having already initiated plans to develop the land into a mixed housing development. They have appointed 2 reputable service providers to prepare for this development, underscoring their commitment and readiness to begin transforming the site into a vibrant, sustainable community. Financially, the transfer will be undertaken at no cost to the city, which will ensure that our city resources are preserved for other critical needs, while supporting an initiative that aligns with broader regional development goals. Regards, Councillor I. Rampile Mpati, Mpati I. Rampile, Ward 60 Councillor, and his cell phone number is 071 602 2991. That's what he got.
Let's concentrate on the report. Let's
so I want us to tell like Robert Senghore, is this whole thing true that he said now?
No, but the report says something different.
Let's
hear the report.
People decide for themselves. So the recommendation.
Yeah, because remember the whole show was, did you sell the land of the LDA? What? No.
And the answer is a straight.
The answer is here. Yes.
It's a straight. Can I? Am I allowed? You right, the
am I allowed? Are you ready enough?
The DA did not sell R599 JR Farm Danville. It is a blatant lie. Right?
Yeah.
Now let's go to what is being spoken about right now, Brachos. I hear there's this presentation that is going about. It's just that now we are going all over the place.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. But okay, can I do this then? Can I just go to the WhatsApp SPT?
Sure.
And then the half is a
We
can good evening, our amazing leaders, Kosi FM, Sehongwan FM, Kosi FM, Jesus. We have young leaders with sharp minds in Ward 60. Congratulations. Unlike Kazamola, who ran away from the interview, 1 hour. Voice of the voiceless. And then this letter just sent one. I'm curious to know the reason for the Department of Housing to transfer land to Gauteng Province, and what was the purpose to transfer it back to Tshwane. Lastly, where does the budget come from to develop and build houses in that particular land? And then Pastor Matsilela Sala Romela, Armela King WhatsApp. Armandla, don't be afraid to speak and call the spade a spade. And then he's lying. He's lying. It wasn't his legal team, because you complained a lot of times. Even once on the show when you called him, said the land was I remember the land was 7. What does it have to do with Danville? He also said he knows nothing about the land, and that he He's not involved. You have the record, Kosi, of him saying that all of a sudden his legal team stopped land invasions. Yes, I did ask him, even personally myself.
But Jose, I want us to put a wrinkle in people's brains. Now, before I lose this train of thought, maybe let me conclude in what I was saying just before you came in.
Yes. Councillor Mandla, what is the possibility of taking the issue to court for review? Have that in mind as well. Continue. 064-548-776, please. 064-548-776. That's the number on our WhatsApp. Or send your voice note as well if you want to talk to the people. How about I go phone in and let me know? I'll give you a call and you can ask those questions again, still live on air. Right.
Doctor, we just went through the title deed transaction right now, and we were looking at it. We showed it's the same title deed. The numbers are there.
Yeah,
we saw how it moved from the National Housing Board to Johannesburg to province, and it was quiet. And when the invasion happened, we fought for the land to be transferred back to Danville. How convenient is it, May? Then they remove us September, beginning of September, around there, July, September.
Yeah.
They were already in those motions until they say October.
Yes.
Now, the first thing they do is to resolve to move this land back to Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Look what then they do.
Yeah.
Then, under normal circumstances, it would make sense that we just transferred this land. We've got it. Give us the money.
Yeah.
The funds, the budget to build this.
Correct.
That's what we do, right? With all this, there's grants. Look, we've got Maraba Stad Townlands right now.
Yeah.
The grants are coming from the province, and they are given to the housing department in the city, and the city does as they should. We've got Chantel, which has failed, but normally, even if it is a provincial initiative, it is you, the custodian, who is given at least the opportunity to develop that.
To develop the land.
Yeah. Right? So they didn't even give us that. They took it there. Now, I want to ask this question, Prati.
Yeah.
Tell me, guys, what do you think the purpose of it really going back to Gauteng, where it was? And I showed you now that it was transferred.
It was transferred
within 24 hours of the day. There was a plan here
2016,
in 2016.
Right? Yeah.
There is a plan in 2016 that is interrupted by the residents. Abo Prahosi, ba Ras, Abo Sisongi, Abo Banban. They're interrupting this process. Abo Mandla, ba type Paguma WhatsApp, and then all of a sudden, those with real power, they go and then they get it transferred. They can't do anything.
You know what's my question, Mandla?
Yes,
is that I know that in COJ, Renale Josko, Josko that works with the Department of Human Settlement.
Yeah.
So in Tshwane, do they have something similar, where they will hand over the responsibility to Josko, and Josko will be responsible for developing and building all these low-cost houses?
I was at a public participation yesterday in Proclamation Hill regarding the residents of De Havel and Groeneveld flats.
Correct.
The currently there is a ruling that says those buildings are no longer right to be inhabited by people.
By the
so
people,
they are kind of being declared as derelict buildings. So yesterday was a big meeting to formally say to the people over there that, guys, unfortunately you are now serving eviction.
Which flats are those?
Notices. You see, when you pass Shell, and then you carry on Church as if you are going to Kwaka Center.
Okay, yes.
And then it's trans orange. You continue. Just when you get to the top, it's first those new townhouse and then you see the big flats.
The big flats,
Those two. Actually, it's a lot of buildings in those yards. Those ones. A lot of those people are. Some of them are from. Schubert Park. You remember those ones that were moved there for temporal accommodation.
Yeah,
they were not moved there to stay
permanently.
They were there to be temporary, but then now, as you know, people that you do that to, they end up not paying rates. They don't do, and the building falls apart because the city cannot take care of it. Now, yesterday, in that meeting, to answer your question, Prati, we were explaining to them that ever since in March, after the adjustments and what we discussed in housing, the city of Tshwane, all the properties that were under the municipality, like you see the post office, old age center, but if it belongs to Tshwane, including that crash that Prince has hijacked there next to Youssef, including those ones, all of those things, they belong to Tshwane, but they have now been moved to Housing Company of Tshwane.
Yeah.
It is now the entity that is responsible for our rental stock, our low-cost housing, our senior citizen housing.
Correct.
For all of that, they are the ones that are responsible. Brachos, I don't want us to move away from what I really want to have said today, as we were coming in that train of thought.
Yeah.
So this report then says to us, these are the recommendations. So we know now the history of it. We know that it's a blatant lie that we sold.
We sold it. Yeah.
Rather, we fought to give it back, to get it back, and they sold it so they can continue.
Yeah.
That's why I want to say it's
your thinking,
saying they've sold the land, gave it back to province so they can continue.
Yeah.
With whatever that they were doing.
Yeah.
Because what you are talking about that you say that was shared in the groups today, I want to cover myself on that in case somebody wants to come and defend themselves on the basis of this report from the 2nd of May in 2023.
Yeah.
The reason why that thing failed is because of that clause, which is on page... what's this page? Page 6.
Page 6, yeah.
The imminent project site invasion. They wanted to say site.
It's a proofreading of it.
On site. So let's read with our understanding. The imminent project site invasion. There are containers that have been erected on site. The containers are reported to be serving as offices to process forms for eventually allocating stands to the community members.
Yeah.
What we know about Abuka.
Yes.
And for this reason, this was disbanded.
Okay.
So before we even carry on with what is contained in this report, then it says, what were the development options? You read on the thing, it's telling you about 2,000 what houses.
Correct.
That's one of 3 options.
So he's only picking that 2044.
And 44. The first option was for the 2044, right? And then they recommend, they say, no, if you approve this one, then we are fine because already the stormwater facilities and whatever is already there, but only 263 opportunities available. And then the 1,781 will be earmarked for high density. Yes, in high density.
Yeah.
There's high density. The size of this yard. Yours in square meterage, it's anything maybe between 700 and 900. I'm just looking at it from an acre.
Okay, yeah.
It's between that. When you go to the options, because they carry and they say this first option of theirs, they say this one is a good one because it will take 8 to 10 months to complete. It's workable, this one, because our plans are in place. What they speak about their plans.
Yes.
But also they speak about all the things that are not in place. I'm a site development plan. I'm an environmental assessment. Those are not things that are done. If you've got a property, I'm sure you know when you want to build and whatever. To get site development plans doesn't take you 2 months.
You have to submit and
they will
follow
say
all
to
the
you
processes.
6 weeks to 3 months, but in fact it takes. Now imagine for an area, a site, it will take long. It goes back to my question: who's taking care of the land? Because then the ground is not broken. You can't touch the ground until everything is approved. So that's option 1. Option 2 for them, then they say that. They want to have 1,400 of those 250 square meters.
Okay.
Now, I said to you, your yard here is approximately between 7 and 900 square meters.
Yeah.
How many times do you cut this yard to get to 250? And the other one is 1,750, 200 square meters. And the last one, they say 1,900, 180 square meters.
Obvious, yes. So the space is very small or what?
No, the space is big.
The high density.
Oh, so they're gonna cramp a lot of
cramp
things.
a lot of people on
high
the same
density
space, which is a problem.
Okay.
It's a problem that
on
I
that
have.
space of land, you can take that size of a space of land, compare it to a similar size of space, whether it's in Westview or Danville.
Yeah.
You won't get that number of units.
But the man said high rise of 2,000
No,
high density.
they want to
Or
create
high density. High rise. Or
overlifing.
No, the
thing is, when they talk about high density, they are talking about overcrowding space. But it's Alexander Danville.
I was about to say that.
Which
is not right.
When they say mixed use, mixed income, Kshuti, there's a portion where and then there's those small houses that we get now,
correct,
that one
you're
bonding 5,000.
Yeah,
those ones, they will put those ones, and then they will put flats, apartments.
She had high rise. With service stand and high rise building of number 2000.
When you find the message,
yeah, I can't get a room. I'm telling you what the council of the ward told the residents.
I'm saying that he only spoke about what is in option 1.
Yeah.
There's 3 options.
But the report has got 3 options.
Yes.
All of us received.
And the first option is that one of his, 2044, which is still costed as 2000. But I'm not here to fight with that man. I respect him.
We're not fighting.
I respect
we just
you,
want
leader.
the truth. Yeah.
I respect you, leader. They're making me talk stuff I don't want to talk.
I'm
just talking leadership. My number 1. He's my leader. So he's talking in that message. The message. Let's speak about the message rather.
Yes.
The message is only talking about the 2044, and then that's the one they say it will check up. It will finish in 8 months.
8 months.
Yes.
8 to 10 months.
It's a quick one, that one. But that 8 to 10 months is after all these approvals and wara has been done. The second option. But I want you to see what I'm talking about when they say they are talking about high density. That second option, big. From instead of 2044, they are saying they will have 1,400 250 square meter yards. That's the biggest.
Yeah.
So they're starting from the biggest stand. Yeah. The biggest stand will be 1,400 square meters.
Which is bigger than this?
No,
right?
no.
Or smaller than this?
You cut your yard into 4.
Yes.
Your yard is 4 of these stands.
So you have 4 houses in this yard.
In
your
yard where we are now, you have got 4 stands. So Bazoyanza 1,400 of those. And they will make smaller ones. There are 200 square meters. There are going to be 1,750. And they will
still cut on that.
One better. They will go even smaller. 100 and I can walk in.
Who wrote this report and gave it to you?
Well, it says no, man. I saw it in the group.
No. They sent it to the group.
Yeah.
Which is now
to back that statement. So, I'm what's the word? I'm the misinformation. Because it's misleading. It's not the only thing that, yes, the 2 developers were put there and they put in also their challenges. And the last one.
Yeah.
On the last option, they say they will make 1,040 newly subdivided stands at 180. So it's just 180 square meter.
So
they
did
send you the land, they say they service it with water, they connect the sewage and whatever and electricity and you pay. Isn't that what was going on there now?
Yeah. So
it's exactly the same.
Lona's PA, what do you say about this?
No. Remember,
as you are part of the coalition again,
was declared to be that of an informal settlement.
Okay.
Without proper consultation.
Yeah.
Which now deals with the so we were basing it on that fact to say no, but you can't come into my space and devalue my space without you consulting with me.
Yeah.
Were there any public participation in terms of some of those decisions? Because those decisions are very, very, very important in terms of investment. Because some of us, we buy these houses because we want to invest in them.
Yeah.
You understand? So that we can sell at a later stage or do whatever we need to do, put them in the trust and everything. That comes in the way of our personal plans as residents.
Yeah.
And that's why now we have a problem to say you give this land to a private developer, and when you give this land to a private developer,
yes.
You are 4,500
like that small piece of land.
Yes.
Yeah.
How is that going to happen? And how are you improving the lives of people if you're putting them inside matchboxes?
Yeah.
Already this year, you know how many children will struggle to get into Elandsport High and General Bears?
It's a lot.
Local kids.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, Pella, 2,000 something households? Let's say each house has got 1 or 2, and we skip the one house that does not have kids, and we cover with that 2. If you double that number, 4,000 children,
but you see, you are also creating a problem.
Yeah.
Because you are taking 2 people from 2 different worlds and you are putting them together.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen? Social cohesion in terms of the standard of living of these people. You are creating a problem.
Peter, our councillor, is not available. She will be answering this question because this is actually directly to him.
So I may not be in a position to can speak to PA in terms of what is when I see them.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I need to say, we didn't say Mandla is the one who signed anything. We just said
yeah,
DA.
not pursued.
Barona Bersud.
I'm gonna play
that time.
Yeah.
DA was the one that was in power.
Yeah.
Celis Brink was removed now recently in September. You understand? And all these decisions that were taken, they were taken in the DA. I need to make that clear.
No. Brati. Anto bonile lenti kale 2026. DA kale 2026.
No, you came with information. I'm glad he's here.
Yeah.
To come and clarify this thing because
Yes.
I was not even aware.
This thing to the people it belongs to.
Correct.
Belongs to those ones. We know those ones. It's their project.
Which ones? Which ones are those?
We are here for what
the people that have now approved it to go to province.
Yeah.
Why did they do that? Why did
that
they
is
do
the question, yes.
Why didn't they give the money to the city of
The
word I was looking for was debunk.
Yeah.
I wanted to just debunk that message on record with facts. Online
yeah,
I wish
we'll speak
I could have
we'll,
shared
we'll,
something a screen now as I'm speaking. Page I wish we could have
next time
that.
Yes.
That's how that we've talked about the moving, the wara.
Yeah.
It comes down to this question. Okay, what are they saying will happen now?
Correct.
It's where we are now.
Yes.
Number one. They start by saying in the so they say they showed in their annexures they tell us there's the annexures that show us the legal invasion, so they're aware of that.
Correct.
Their annexure B is the one that speaks of the remainder of the portion that shows the map and where it is located. I need to say this in on record now that I remember when we're speaking about demarcation.
Yeah.
Residents of Ward 60. Just please go look at the new demarcation. There's public participations that happen before any demarcation happens. It's unfortunate we don't participate. Even though I send these things on the groups, I send them
it
was
on that functional service group. On that,
there is on Kosi FM here for you to stop using portals. I'm not in any Ward 60 group here. The service delivery here.
I don't block anybody. It's just that unless somebody says, "Hey Joe, I don't mind."
Yeah.
I want us to fix this portion here. Now they are saying in their recommendations, number one, they are saying that the remaining extent of the farm, which is Danville 599 JR, which is measuring 58.2455 hectares. Get that right. It's like 59 hectares roughly, or 58 and a half.
Yeah.
They're saying it is not required for the provision of basic municipal services, and it is a surplus to city needs.
Wow.
It's an excess factor.
It's an excess factor.
Yeah.
So that's the first recommendation that they are saying. And we know now who's saying it. So let's not ask who's they.
Yeah.
Right? And then the second recommendation says that the community value to be received in exchange of the property has been determined and set out in the report.
Yeah.
You know the value of that land.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you take 3, 4, 5 houses here, you can value them at about 3, 4, 5 million. Or just then Danville 5.
Yeah.
Each one of them, one house, 1 million, 5 of them.
Yeah.
Small houses.
Yeah.
They can go up to 5 million.
Yes.
That number 3 recommendation, that council approves the transfer of the remaining extent of this land, which is 558 hectares, to the Gauteng provincial government in terms of section 14 subsection 6 and section 90 subsection 6 of the Municipal Finance Management Act, blah blah blah, they carry on. So according to that regulation, Financial Act, because they have claimed that it is access to them. Remember, that's why they are quoting a financial good no money cost to take care of that, to cost us. Take it off our hands. We don't want to fix it and develop, and then we'll take care of their services. We'll get paid for water and lights. And then the next recommendation of that 52.8 hectares. They say that the market value of the property to be transferred, and they write it in black and white. They say gratis, aka mahala, to the Gauteng provincial government is 4.6,060,000 rand. 4,660,000 is the value of that farm from Strachen Street all the way to the tank there behind Capital View, all that land. 4 million.
4 million.
4 million.
So that's almost.
If you get further into the report that I argued in council, when you break that down in that report, in monthly rent, whoever the developer is, the monthly payment, whoever that person is, 33,000 rand.
Are you serious?
What are they saying? What are they saying?
You can buy the whole place.
33,000. So what are they saying? Are they saying if they are transferring this land back to COJ?
Yeah.
No, to province.
To province,
sorry,
yes.
Yeah.
So are they going to allow Josco to come in and build there for Botswana?
Yeah, maybe
is
that's
that what you're saying.
Maybe that is the whole plan.
But now look, the previous contractors, according to what was sent to the community of Ward 60 today, that's two contractors have been put for the settlement. Those two contractors is GIBB Engineering, and here's what they say. There are there are currently two service providers that are appointed in the project, and that's the status and the duties, what they're supposed to do.
Yes.
GIBB Engineering said they will do land survey and urban pegging.
Correct.
And then they will do, number 2, a detailed engineering designs.
Yeah.
We know how long that takes, right? And then they are going to do preparation and submission of GP.
Yeah.
I'll get the correct terminology of GP. I don't want to assume. The 4th one, they say attend and amend and correct the resubmission of the final amendments. So they still need to amend based on those 3 options, Bakos.
Yeah.
Remember, there's option 1, 2, and 3. And when they speak about option 1, 2, and 3, remember I said the first one, they say is the quickest one,
Correct.
8 to 10 months.
Correct.
But if they go for the other options, they say these ones will take longer. I'm reading now. They say will take longer to secure an amended approval. So already they know they need to amend those whatever that they've got.
Yeah.
And they say that will then make us take 18 to 24 months. And this is them being hopeful. Best case scenario is that they can have this in 2 years being done. 2 years, you know what can happen. We saw how quickly that thing it was shining. Both more Champale bridge. How Jiga got church, what heights.
Kasamula Heights.
Then the 4th.
Yeah, he said that to me himself.
He said that.
He said that to me.
But
yes.
who's this guy? Because his name pops up everywhere.
Like we don't know where he is now.
I didn't call your names on air here. Please, I called nobody's name.
I interviewed him here, so his name is in my it's a public domain.
The thing is, now I don't know him, and everywhere we go when we're doing our investigation, his name is popping up, and that is the question that I have. It's not to say I'm questioning who he is or whatever. I'm just interested in meeting this figure.
Listen to these recommendations, which now the next recommendation answers which this is how I'm suggesting that when they say that public participation, you were quite despondent, and you're not the only one. I saw when we were there last week on Sunday. So the Thursday I'm in the council is speaking about this. You see why I speak about that progressive community. On the Sunday, you saw on the WhatsApp groups they were already sending a message to say, let's convene. We want answers. We need to know, like this discussion. They say they want this discussion. And I went there. There were over 100 and something people because the attendance register I had 111 attended people. You don't see that in
correct.
This is just D5.
Correct.
Yeah.
You can of course isibonile khona nabanye abavelile basuke pheli bathi bazwile ukuthi
people invested
there. But there was 111 signatures that were obtained of people that are present besides the ones who were afraid to write so that they know they were there. You know, so you can imagine the attendance of that meeting in a space of a day.
Correct.
And these are the things that we were spoken about. And somebody said the same thing. They said, but Mandla, what is the use of us attending a public participation? They've already transferred this land. They're gonna already have their plan. They should have, before they come and say, hold on, let me tell you where we can get them. Here's where we can get them. Their recommendation number 5. That a notice of the proposed transfer will be given in terms of section 79, subsection 18 of the local government ordinances. or ordinance of 1939, ordinance 17 of 19. Let me not speak like that. Should any objections to our, now this is the important part. Should any objections to our representation in respect of the proposed transfer be received? The proposed transfer, together with such objections and or representations, will be submitted to council for consideration, and a final decision should happen. And should no objections or representations be received, the process will proceed in terms of the approved land management policy. So Tina, ukurecommenda kwethu ukuya lapha and say no, Tina, we want them to talk to us. We don't want RTPs. We want to know what will happen with our traffic management. We want to know congestion and so forth. We want to know about that. What will happen to that? Now that is what they have not covered. But when we put in that, we have already started to exhaust this process. Remember, the transfer is not done.
It's not done.
They have approved it with a recommendation that says if people come with differing objections and views, then it has to go through the process that they skipped in the first place.
I get you.
The last recommendation that they gave, they said the authority be granted to the city manager to issue a power of attorney to the Gauteng provincial government to enable this organ of state to lodge necessary land use applications and development plans while the city follows the administrative process. So uyabona ukuthi lana praho success nama process apaya blind that are supposed to take place. And then once this transfer is done, Twani, asikhona ukuyara kumele kube yini braho mina ngira it will have to be the community now fighting with people that have guns, people that are willing to do anything.
It's like we'll go back to the same thing as what happened. I mean, if they're gonna sell it for 4 million, anybody can just buy the damn things.
I wish we had a lot of time to discuss the recommendations that those people, I call them brilliant, those people in Danville 5 recommended. Most of these things I'm saying is some of things that they even brought to my attention, because in our community we've got legal advice.
Yes.
We had geniuses there. I was, lawyers think differently. That guy asked me a question and I was wait.
Relax.
When this land, when you guys got it to be transferred in May last year, to move from the Gauteng department to be brought to City of Tshwane, you had reasons on your document.
What were those reasons?
Which made them grant it.
What were those reasons?
What was those reasons?
See?
I'll have to find that. And indeed, I did request it. That's why on Tuesday, like I said, I called for that report. Because I don't want to speak wishy-washy. Blow people, smoke up people's buttocks. And you think you are insulting people's intelligence. So he said to me, those reasons, Nklapo, have they been addressed? The reasons why we said we want sports facilities there, we want, if they are going to have a housing for people, they must build them a school there with sports grounds and parks and whatnot. But what we don't want, get 180 square meters. 180 square meters.
That is not fair, man.
180. Danville RDPs. You see those stands? You see that? And they're conjoined, these houses.
Of course, yes.
250, 180.
That's a matchbox.
You are sardining people together.
That's
and our recommendations. I want to verbatim. Maybe they didn't hear what I said in council. Let me reiterate what I said.
Yes.
And here's my quote unquote. I said, we welcome the correction that has finally brought this portion of land under Danville to the jurisdiction of the City of Tshwane, where it rightfully belongs. We were happy about that. And this is our standing point. Now, we are saying this land was trapped in administration limbo due to the transfer error, which is dating back to the dissolution of the National Housing Band. Now, this mistake placed the property under the City of Johannesburg, even though it is firmly within Tshwane municipality boundaries. Now that the error has been rectified, it presents an opportunity. You see what we're saying?
Correct.
To unlock genuine development. Now, that is important. Because what we see there doesn't look like a genuine development.
Of course,
So now we are saying, this thing, because we know they will approve it anyway. The reason I was telling that number of portions of us in council, remember now, when you count us,
Yeah.
the 69 dear councillors and those 19 or 21, it's a Freedom Front, we don't beat that 120 something or 100 of the other guys.
Of coalition, yeah.
Whatever they put there,
Yeah.
you can lift your hands for hours. And it's nice that the things is there, because you can see when there's a vote or when there's whatever.
Yeah.
These people know that they're pushing these things through as they want before any elections can come, so that whatever they wish to see happen there can happen. Trust fund.
In case they don't come back.
Trust fund. So we are saying that we support evidence-based transaction decision making, responsible use of this municipal assets. Because in the case of land transfer by human settlements, we expect clear ownership and accountability. Right now, we don't know who's owning. Right? And then we say compliance with environmental and town planning regulations, roads, traffic, all of that. We need that to be clear before anything can be. So that public participation,
correct,
those recommendations, this is what they must bring for us before they can even approve anything. I know, say approve, this thing is done, the community agrees. These are the things that those people helped me to compile. We asked against them. And evidence of legitimate, sustainable development that benefits the community. That is my word for word. I won't read the whole thing, but that is my word for word. And then I say in closing, we insist that the transfer process remains cost neutral to the city. As long as it's in
okay, so are these your recommendations to the city of Tshwane?
Yes.
That is whole land, right?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. And then we're also now saying that ownership and property rights need to be clearly defined, and the beneficiaries need to be clearly defined, and also for the city it needs to be clear. And lastly, that the provincial government is held fully accountable for the provision of services, for compliance with planning regulations, for the long-term sustainability of the development. They need to come with proper, to you guys, the community. Recommendation 5.
Correct.
Until we have all of these things, it can't. And fortunately, Prati, I'm telling you this now, and everybody will know. That document has already been done. The community that side did compile the minutes. The minutes of that meeting was enough, because in the minutes in the meeting they put recommendations. We recommend this. We recommend this. We recommend this. And I said to them, okay, fine. They say, previously we've done petitions. Our petitions land nowhere. I say, in this case, I will do one better. I will keep, send me that petition before council. I will make sure that it is presented live during council, so it's there on record. Even if anything happens to us who are fighting this, so that there is digital proof of what we have done.
Exactly, yes.
Because it doesn't make sense when Amanda to subject the residents of Ward 60 to the level of barricade of a township. We understand? Because ultimately we need to take people's barricade well-being into account. We understand? Yes, people have been elected, and they've been elected by people. We understand? But we need to be fair in terms of how we do things within the ward. We understand? We cannot turn a diamond into a stone. Is not even worth anything. We understand? I mean, that land there can do a whole lot of things for the community of Danville, and it can actually darling there. I know. It's not right.
All right. No, I think
that's it from my side.
Really, let me just go back to the WhatsApp in front of what guarantee do we have that the people who were trying to grab the land they managed to pursue, trying to take it back to Gauteng province so that they could buy it from Tshwane? Obviously, interest in that land, and when should we expect the building project to start take
May
place?
I just add and say that this was based on the previous approved plan. Or previous earmarked plan, because we can't really call it it was earmarked by the city at the time. Those were the options, and these were the two companies. I think I only mentioned the one. I didn't mention the other.
I mentioned the other one. Yes.
The other company's name is it's Progress. No, sorry. It's Kazia Consulting Engineering, and they were the ones that are going to be responsible for scoping reports, including the studying of the environment. Remember that place, Prahosi? there's fauna and flora.
Yes.
There's live animals. They I'm sure they've eaten those rats. Back in the day we used to go with dogs. I'm a rabbit. We used to go with dogs
to go
up
catch
there,
things
to
there.
go hunt for rabbits and all those things and those birds, those wild stuff. We used to go there for those things.
Yeah.
So that needs to be taken into consideration.
Yeah.
It's not a 2-week exercise.
Okay.
So that's the second company. They will be doing that. Those are the ones that are mentioned in the report.
Yeah.
The
other one is not mentioned in the report.
But anyone that he knows, or anybody, any other one that any other person knows, we would like to see it. And that is what I've requested. If I can read my request that I made, so that people know where I stand now.
Yes.
And Section 79 Oversight Committee, Housing and Human Settlements on the 11th of November 2020.
Yeah.
Why? I'm calling a report. And what is the subject of the report that I'm calling for? I say, I'm calling for group property. It's regarding the group property transfer of this land. And then they're asking, what is the motivation? The report lacks some important details regarding to the reasons for transfer and the plans for the land and addressing historic challenges. So it's because of the amount of space I have in there. There's a lot. When you say historic challenges, land grab is there.
Yeah.
And then what must be reported? So now they're asking me, what do you want us to report on when we give you the report?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm saying that the process of how the land was transferred from Johannesburg to from province to Tshwane. So that question, well, what was on there?
Yeah.
And I say the stating reasons for transfer in brackets. Then the next point, I say the reasons and the process of wanting to sell to there. So now that you're telling us the process of how you did it, tell us the reason why you did. This one does not suffice to say that it's excess fat. It's excess. We don't have any use.
We don't have
the
any
people
use
here
for it.
can beg to differ.
We have no use of
We
the
can
land.
beg to differ completely. And then the second last one, I said the full plan with timelines.
Yeah.
With timelines of the planned development. And lastly, a plan for securing the land before the development itself is there. Who must report to me in this regard? It's the Department of Human Settlements and Group Property. Proposed by Mandla Ntapo, seconded by Councillor Sean Wilkinson.
Okay.
Now, he's exonerated.
So
what's our problem again?
Yeah. So when Tabiso, you are the one who was in the group telling us this. It was you. Do you see who you are wrong, Bafanas?
Yeah, no. I can see who I was wrong.
Yeah.
However, I can see who I was wrong. However, my wrong was placed at the wrong people.
Okay, so
yes.
Link it to Khosi FM.
Sile prati. Uprati ngamfrostana prakhosi ngoba ilama out lawa alwela ikaslethu. There's some things esinokuhlangana nazo on an informal setup where we discuss, these concerns that we have in the ward.
Yeah.
Yesterday when I was speaking about that public participation he was there. And he raised some very important points. The MMC and I was like, Tabiso. For the rest of his response, the MMC kept on saying Tabiso. But he was, and we need that. And I concur. I think I repeat what Fosi said last time, that we need a caliber of people that will raise such things like this, in a way that is genuine, because it comes from a genuine concern about
Umandla, I'm glad that he came and sorted this thing out. Because I was not aware how deep this thing is.
Yes.
So I'm very much grateful that he came here. He spoke, and then now we can now start to shift the direction to the other side to say, "Hey, was
and we want one or the Office of Development happening in a ward 70-60. Mema Kamachole are 40. You're gonna pay me for that one. There's no way I'm gonna use my station auto campaign for DA. Thank you for clear to the point narrative of okay. Singing. Just kidding. Oh, boy, pop. I
was making skunk quatela.
Okay, all of a sudden, oh no.
Property there.
Yeah, that Dennis. I think Councillor Mantla said a lot there. It's nothing really beautiful better than that GNU of Tshwane is doing. Theirs is thief. Bayazola. Mpati is a thief. He was asina krimbia. Mpati is a thief.
He's my leader. He's my leader.
Because I those big guns telling but it's a thief. He was the one leading the invasion of the land, JR599, where he will then call fellow land grabbers Abu Kazamola and Mukhale. They so happy where they are. Another one, maybe if let's say this one, and then we can be able to close the show. Thank you too much. At least 2 hours of beautiful. Who was that man in black yesterday in Talent Club? Kima?
Who the man in
black yesterday?
Where?
I didn't see anyone.
Yesterday I was wearing white sneakers, sky blue jeans.
But you
I was wearing a blue City of Tshwane t-shirt.
Good morning, Councillor Mantla. How are you? The rumors that I hear about you signing the what over to what. Is it true, Papa? Yeah. Hi, Zabuyamos. Tell me if it's true. And I mean, I don't believe it because I thought maybe you were at the meeting somewhere in town. Because yesterday I called you about that. I wanted to tell about the lady. Remember that one who who the lights were switched off at Akiti, what. And then you didn't answer. Let's talk, man. Let's talk,
Pop.
So let's talk. And no sign
on behalf of
let me just say this also in closing. To pass anything, I'm repeating this, I don't know for the how many or umpteenth time. I think it will help people even when we move into this activity next year. You need a majority. Since 2016, we've not had any party fully governing, and by the looks of dynamics in the country,
seems like it's gonna be
the same.
I hope that going forward, people make healthy choices. And I was saying to somebody yesterday when I was speaking, I was doing a day before yesterday, I was doing a door-to-door, and I said to them, Khotman, when I go as a value frostani ANC, na minkuleda. I am begging you, Khotman, please don't just use your heart to vote. But let's look at the purpose of what local government is for. Remember that national government, I'm closing, Prakosi, this is probably my last remark. And I think this is an important thing that we need to clarify. There's a thinking in community, even amongst politicians, surprisingly, especially on council level. They think there are levels of government. We don't have that. The correct terminology is spheres. Of government. Each stands on its own.
Yes.
And what is approved here, it's just that now this one, the treasure is moved to province, and so that it's a distribution mechanism to get it to where it belongs.
Correct.
Once it moves from the country, you can't imagine Parliament saying, okay, let's send to Danville, the province. The province, then we approach treasury. That's why even in buildings like this, you get grants from like Shra, the social housing development. Those are the grants they will need.
Correct.
One of the things they explained there yesterday in their eviction was to say that we can't get the grant to fix. They say, fix this place while we are here. And they say, no, while you are living there, we can't get it. We need you to move out so we get the grant. And
correct.
So there are those nitty-gritties, Prakosi, that we need to kind of inform my residents to understand that when we move into this phase. And I neglected to say this. Part of Lotus Garden is coming into Ward 60.
Is it? Which one?
The part that has got squatter camps right now. You can imagine residents what that will do.
No. It's
Molling.
No. The open space that I was talking about when we started.
Yes.
It's now going to be part of Ward 60.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you see.
So like Capital View is still in Lotus.
So strategically.
No.
You are going to be
Capital View is going to be
in Danville.
in Danville, Ward 60. However, the addresses won't change. They will stay the same.
Still say Lotus Gardens.
But now, there's a voting station. So you see, if I was a politician and I see that you guys don't like me, I need to bring people here that will vote for me because they own me.
Yeah.
I need to bring people here that will say, So let us be conscious of that there are those elements also, demarcations. There's all these layers that I wish we couldn't talk about. Because I thought you were biased. I thought you were one of those people mafiosos.
Can't do it, always be.
Yeah, but you know, and I avoided it. Honestly, I was avoiding that. But I wish we can have discussions where
I just kept quiet the whole 2 hours.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. How long
I give you because I wanted you to come and tell the people the truth.
I'm genuinely impressed.
Who told you that?
No, it was my own perspective from. I remember there was this interview Brahosi had.
I was critical of everyone.
You know what, Mina? I've noticed. I also look at the issues when he invites.
Yeah.
Remember, I don't know how it works on your organization. With us, we've got spokespersons for
whatever. Yeah.
Even today, I asked Sean. I said, please be on standby if the need comes when we need your level of expertise.
Yes.
So, I'm prepared for that. Should we need, those unnecessary politics? But I want people to understand when we get into that council,
yes,
that 50+1, having, let's put it in the number of 107, 107 wards, we need to at least have 108 votes to pass anything. And that is the message that we go to people and say, make those decisions knowing that how much seats power are you giving the people that you are putting in there.
Correct.
And the problem, Lana, leadership, and we'll have this discussion another time.
Yeah.
One of the mistakes that I saw happen in the previous elections, and it's now Lex Middleburg, the leader of the Republican conference.
Yeah.
We had candidates in this ward, about Tsepo Muremi, we had about Lorraine Stein, Hambile Manjuse Australia. We had those people that came in and they were standing as independent candidates.
Yeah.
Lex Middleburg is sitting there for the past 4 years. Now he's going on his 5 year. He's collecting a salary, and that guy will not pass anything that will switch one street light or one.
Zero.
You need 108 people to pass anything. Why would you think even
independent candidates don't work?
You would need 108 independent people in council to think
I
the
get
same.
People are so, but maybe like bawele moya gore lona le group le bakana kana you can't do so le somarte thabiso mo latlhela gore maybe o tla ira something.
But so that's why we come as individuals guma local election.
And it's your job as leaders and politicians to
should dictate to a person who's voting to say the structure is not designed for independent candidates. It's designed for the majority. And in politics, it's a numbers game. So when you go in there as an independent representing Ward 60, they will outvote you every time.
Obviously.
So you need
and they might even use you to pass useless things.
Yes.
They are eligible to be bribed and to be done stuff and whatnot and whatnot.
Hence now we are sitting in this mess.
Yes.
Pelanama, my plan has been achieved.
To
question the legitimacy of handing over of this land. You understand?
Yes.
So that people can actually know what is happening. So I'm glad he responded quick. And he didn't leave it to bubble and build up and cause something else, because I didn't know about Pastrata. Should I have known, I would just kept my mouth shut.
But now I've got a bold here.
Sorry, bafethu ngiyacela ngithanda abantwana bami family yami ma out wami ngiyanfrostana mina ngi out yenu ngintwana yelela ikasi ngamagrotman wami ngiyacela bafethu kuthunywe
it doesn't me
bangithumeli bafethu
there were accusations. Somebody had to ask that question.
And I'm just providing a platform of it. Please, don't come for me.
Please, bafethu sangicela brake.
Now I still have a bone here. I have a bone here to pick with you. And all the other politicians that are why can't a media house, let me say a media platform, be critical of people and especially politicians, and why can't you just take it on the cheek? That's why Even you're not the only person who said that to me.
So here's what I was saying. Actually, you've brought back that train of thought. Speaking about spheres.
Yeah.
So it moves from national, goes to province,
Correct.
and then it comes to us to implement.
Yes.
Dr. Nkomo, when we're doing this course that I'm telling you about, when he speaks about how equal we are as councillors with different responsibilities.
Correct. Yes.
Some of us are more into the reading of reports. That's why nice. Because that's where our expertise lies. He says, then whose fault is it? Councillors. Councillors responded and said, it's the fault of the government.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, my fellow colleague, who is my father, my leader, they asked us now, they're asking, what is your understanding of governance? What is governance?
Yeah.
Him and one of his other colleagues, they said, it's to be in charge. It's like, I'm in charge. I mean, it's to be in charge. I'm responsible. I'm in charge.
That's my word and my people.
Then they went through my figure gaming. You're saying we must put in our own understanding. To govern something is to steward it, to take care of it. So for a period of time, I've been given a responsibility to
take care of this thing.
A steward.
Not to be in charge.
We know in the Bible about the good steward and the bad. So we know 10 talents, 5 talents. You know, but you are stewarding.
Yes.
How you will do after that, it's another story. So this man says, councillors, you responded by saying to me that government is not employing. I would like to put this to you today.
Yeah.
Do you know that in the terminology of the rest of the world, a councillor is your job. You are governors. When you say there is no jobs, you are saying you are not creating jobs.
Yourself.
Yes. Because National is sending whatever they're sending, skills develop the programs. The programs are there.
Yes.
No,
we need to. Now you are comfortable. Now you are comfortable because you had this. No wonder I've been asking to come.
It's got an industrial area. Those are the things we need to talk about. These things that's our job. I must employ people. Mina bazokutshela ngalesa sikhathi sami lesa sikhathi ngisese ward councillor ngayi bebathi mabayenza busi sibongile bacaba mabafika batejo wena ufuna ngitawo mina arjo ngonyake tsantsa company ya Brafa njo utse pavement ngathi hayi baba fit mina what you can give me give me abasebenzi mina ngifuna ama stats ukuthi in this time how many people were employed in my time.
All right. No, but hey, at least Mandla. So you're gonna be frequent, Bafanas.
Sure, I know.
Are you now correct? Are you now relaxed?
Breakfast shows.
So a chairperson of a whole ward. For when you are being declared opposition and your station.
It's very, very important, especially as a councillor. Because people in they trusted you with the ability to steer them into to steer them into the right direction. You don't have to.
You are a king. Anyone. You don't know what it is for.
The reason I was referring to us, how we in the day you speak what you are.
Can speak or whatever.
So I'm in human settlement. We are always more than Rebonil. It's because this one I live here and I know this, but you know you call a Sheldon Wilkinson to address that matter. Even today, I speak through the chief, my whip.
Yes.
So Prachos as Wenzan. Bayenzi GNU. Government fresh. Busy out here, Mahaleng comes very calm. Can recite the rules and orders from you know there's those ones who take chances. No, speaker. On a point of order, Mahaleng is one of those who can say no, speaker. That man cannot call a point of order on this item because according to subsection, he's dead.
He's dead,
yeah. That's why he's been whipping for so long.
Yes.
So what do you think? Don't have a view. But according to the discipline where we are. And then he brings the question again. Listen to what Mahaleng says. You know what you are doing? It's like you asked me first, you said, here's a beer. And I said, I don't drink. And then you bring a cider. You say, but it's sweet. And I say, no, I don't drink. Now you are bringing Umbot. I cannot answer this question.
To come.
You see why they don't want to come? It's because of the head. That line of questioning.
We get into trouble where we report.
Not to be like I said. For now, like we said about this whole thing, was when you ask critical questions. I mean, you are now being declared an opposition. or when you host, like you hosted another DA or whatever.
Yes.
I'm now biased towards you because I hosted MK that day.
Yes.
I remember when they were launching MK, they came. I even have a
But
spear.
it was their first time there. There was still no policies
Exactly.
to govern what they say.
Yeah. So well, like when they came here, already somebody was like, "Yeah, we don't know spear." Imagine. You don't know spear. You are MK. Yeah. What are you MK? You are
That is fear talking.
me, bruh. If I was already declared, the station was declared for opposition. They will never come. Because they can't.
And this turmoil so is because the person who's supposed to take the responsibility of reporting, it's this. Pela no, Brahosi.
Yeah.
This thing for what needs to happen.
Calvin it's a guy. I wonder. Calvin. Okay, and we will gather more signatures for the petition. Inform the residents. Okay, vusim my money. Eh? Kima vusim.
Musi.
Auto Musi or vusim. Calvin, Ogo quite in Parliament. Kanoko Bosane. Yeah. Oh yeah, now we work at this independent candidate. Arikolo Muslim man who legitimates parliament. Independent candidates do not work, just a waste of taxpayers' money. They want Tawan Begi and Kamatlante back. They are out of moves the ANC. Yeah. All right. Today. But thank you so much for taking your time. I don't thought I was 60 because Rebe Monday, man. I got this one the morning. It's like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I do mail. I full show.
And I'm like, yes,
So we
let's go.
we have to reschedule tonight or about put me next to kill but chance. But at least I believe for it was fruitful. Everybody heard.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Yes,
much
sir. Thank you
for
so
coming. I just don't like something. I will like look at you and I don't like something. I don't like this keep on. I don't like that thing. My father.
I was about to say voting time.
People like this, but I never force you understand, man. There's something I don't like about them.
Racism. I think how they try and dilute that. When you look us standing in council,
yes,
the majority of us in that council here, DA,
yeah,
we are black, and in these wards like this one in Oak 60,
yeah,
they are sending us black candidates, and they don't dictate to us what we do. They say what.
I'm a watchdog here. What 60?
Exactly.
Nothing is going to happen here. We'll question everything.
Yeah, like I said, it will be on our live tab, more YouTube. So please go there and watch again if you wanna watch. If so, what was the maybe start like a connection? I apologize for that. When trafficking too much, and then as been many people have been tuned in live to us now, radio especially. So I'm gonna share the link. Yes. We're not to share to other people to hear you. But at least you represented yourself.
We're now
very
creative views, little subscriptions.
So, thank you so much. Have a lovely night further. We love you so very much. But for next time, before summer.
We just continue. Before we get into that silly season, let's continue and do what we can do now, man.
Yeah.
Sharp, man. Some things don't need politicking. They just need you to escalate.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Let's just, I'm here, I'm available. 0604886267.
Bye-bye.